Hey guys, it's the Chad, your C10 truck nerd. A while back my cousin and I picked up a pretty sweet 1968 GMC that was pretty much in original condition. The only downfall was it was missing the matching driver's side door. So we've been hunting and searching around and we think we located one, but it's at a place that's a little bit unusual. It's what I call a truck farm. You heard me, truck farm. So by now, most of you guys know that I'm in Kansas, and Kansas is also known as the wheat capital of the world, or the Midway, part of the Midwest, Tornado Alley, home of the world's largest ball of twine, and the famous Wizard of Oz. Yeah, there's no place like home. Now what most people don't realize is Kansas is a huge farming state. We've got wheat, corn, and cattle farms, we've got tree farms, heck, we even got wind farms. What most of you probably didn't know is we also have truck farms too. Now we'll get to what a truck farm is in just a minute. Now over the last year, I've got a lot of questions from viewers about where the heck do I come up with all these C10s and all the parts? And that's a pretty good question. Well, back in the old days, it used to be from newspaper ads, penny power, auto trader. A lot of times I'd just go knock on the door to a house that had a truck out in the front yard. Well, these days it's technology. Probably 90% of what I buy comes from the old FaceSpace. That, and I have a really good network of truck guys around here. So they're probably messaging me 3-4 times a week saying, hey Chad, did you see this truck? Or did you see all these parts over there? Now that's really cool because I don't have to do all the research, but it's also really bad for a guy like me because I really like trucks and it just exposes me to a lot more. One place I usually don't go is salvage yards. I find that most of those trucks are really picked over, but a new place that I've kind of found is what I call the truck farm. Now what a truck farm is, it's usually just a big open field in nowhere, Kansas, full of GM trucks. Now the way those operate is you need guys with truck addictions like myself. We go out there and start harvesting all the parts or even the whole trucks, and then a few months later when they're gone, new ones pop up. I mean, it's kind of basic farming 101. So when we started looking for the door of that 68 GMC, lo and behold, we found a pretty good match out at the truck farm. So why don't you guys jump on in and we'll show you what one looks like. So I've jumped in with Garrett and we're heading out to eastern Kansas to go check out some truck parts. Now luckily, I really don't need anything right now, but I brought a pocket full of cash just in case I find something. Well, the neat thing is I'm in a pretty good local C10 group, so I let my buddies know that I'd be out here today, and I kind of got a small shopping list from the guys just in case I find something. Now, other than that door, what are you looking to buy today, Garrett?
I'm going to do right now it's manual steering, so I'd like to find a power steering box. I might get the pump and brackets as well. Need to do a inline 6 to small block Chevy conversion on this, so I need the engine purchase. I would like the transmission mount. I don't know, just gonna look and see what catches my eye beyond those as well.
Well, about 2 hours, we'll be there. So this, ladies and gentlemen, would be the truck farm. You know, this is just a little slice of heaven for a guy like me. Yep. So we've made it out to the truck farm and I want to introduce Coby. So this is all his, so
Yep.
why don't you tell us a little bit about what you got out here?
Oh, so we specialize in 67 to 87 Chevy pickups. Pretty much everything we have out here is that. Parts are whole, you know, if whatever somebody would want, we can take care of it. So no short beds right now. no first gen K5 Blazers, you know, but lots of small parts and trinkets and some rust free sheet metal. just kind of depends on what you're after. So,
well, cool. We're on kind of the eastern half of the state over here. How would somebody reach out to you or find out how to
so
schedule?
I've got a Facebook page, C10 Saviors. You can get a hold of me on there.
That's appointment only, right?
Appointment only, yep.
Excellent.
Yep, this is not an open yard, so yep, just probably the largest collection, I'd say, anywhere close to here of a Chevy pickups. So,
like I said, I've bought another truck from him before, and we're back again. And nice thing is the selection changes so often because trucks are coming in and out of here pretty often. So I like that you update your pictures a lot too, so we kind of have an idea of what we're looking for. And that's how Garrett and I found that door to that 68 GMC was just off a picture, and here we are. Well, I appreciate you letting us come out. If you don't mind, we'll start robbing some parts off and get you paid.
Good. Sounds good.
Thanks,
right,
sir.
Thank you.
So we're just outside of Iola, Kansas, and you can kind of see why I call it the truck farm. Now, Coby, he keeps it stocked full of square bodies, Suburbans, Blazers, and a lot of 67 to 72 stuff. You know, I could spend hours in here and my whole paycheck if I am not careful, so let's go see what we can find. Well, check these two out. And this is just like Bluey's twin brothers, another C10 and the stepbrother, the GMC. These things are pretty awesome. Say, why work harder when you can work smarter?
Mechanized me.
So like I said, I really didn't need anything, but found a couple pair of seat belts that will be coming home with me. Should be hard as heck to get out, but brought WD-40, so that's a good start. You ever thought getting a GM truck rally wheels off would be any harder than this? Amazing. Insane. Well, we had to run into town because we worked until we couldn't see nothing.
Couldn't see nothing, Chad.
Nothing. So here's kind of a quick rundown of the parts that we snagged up today. So what'd you buy?
I got the door, and it is way better than I ever thought it was going to be. Transmission cross member. Got the motor mounts, at least I Yep, got 2 of them. I got the power steering box. On top of that, I got myself an old HEI distributor down there because the engine that I'm going to be putting in has points right at the moment, and I just like HEI.
I was going to say, you can't have enough of those.
And then, it's under here somewhere, I got an automatic column, or at least the outer portion of that automatic column. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can get this thing to adapt using the shaft in my original column. I'm not sure. What'd you get, Chad?
I couldn't help myself. So I can just never buy enough GM truck rally wheels. So I got me a 3-pack of them because we couldn't get the other 3 off the truck. And yeah, I think you saw that earlier. Got me an old radio. Why? Because it was in one of the trucks and I needed it. And got me some couple green seat belts because, you know, somebody's going to want those, and probably going to be that guy one day.
It might be me.
Other than that, I grabbed a fuel neck. It's cold. One of them water necks for a guy that needs one for his truck too. So
that's off an old 6-banger right there.
Yeah. So other than that, we're gonna put the tailgate up and make that 2-hour trip back home.
It's a good trip.
It was. Well, we made it home safe and sound, and I gotta tell you, that was a really fun day. You know, a little less money in our pockets, but we found all the parts that we were looking for. So a big shout out to Coby for letting us go through and show you guys around the truck farm. If you happen to be looking for any 67 to 87 stuff in the Midwest, well, go check him out. I'll put his information down in the description below. Well, if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other 67 to 72 videos. Well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching. It's cold.